Out on the roads, police have to deal with a wide variety of incidents. And when on patrol, they never know what will happen next. They have to face everything from crashes, drunks and burglaries to the never-ending fight against car theft. Three youths are being chased after a laptop was nicked from a car waiting at some traffic lights.
3 IC3s.
Pat Knight from the Thames Valley Proactive team is on their heels.
Carl! One's going to the ground here. Yeah, Tango Victor 3-2. One of them has gone to ground in the front gardens of the houses in Thames Lane. The dog handler is with me. Somewhere here. Lie down.
The dog found one of the youths straight away and Pat arrested him. The other youths disappeared into the night.
Right, out of the garden. OK, keep your head down. Keep your head down.
I ain't done no fifth.
What's your name?
Me I ain't done no fifth in a motor vehicle.
Why did you run away?
Police.
Murphy, the Alsatian police dog, proved his worth again, because without him being there, all three would have got away.
Listen to me, if you struggle to try and run away,
I ain't gonna do nothing.
It'll hurt. On your feet. Bend down, bend forward. All right, and you just walk like that.
The youth couldn't explain why he ran and was later released without charge.
Go down. For information, again the crew split, 845 is 09. That person's been taken away in the transit.
Of all the policing weapons used to fight crime, none gets more respect from criminals than the police dog. If you're gonna do an armed robbery, you'd think you'd have the brains not to choose a bright yellow car, but that's just what happened. A distinctive yellow 3 Series BMW has been spotted by the chopper crew, who by chance was in the area when the call went out. Before long, the occupants see the chopper and desperately try and evade it, which is pretty pointless. This story started when a car was reported leaving the scene of an armed robbery in Newport Pagnell. It turned out to have been stolen, but as the police started to search, someone saw it being dumped and told police that they'd switched to a yellow BMW. Within seconds, the car has a near-miss overtake. Flies round a blind corner and then almost loses control. It later turned out that the car was owned by one of the robbers, which explains the strange car colour. The driver breaks just about every regulation in the book in a reckless display of bad driving, including shunting a member of the public out of the way. I suppose when you're on the run, you expect everyone to get out of the way for you. Hitting heavy traffic in a narrow village street, the BMW suddenly runs out of room. It's forced to stop, sandwiched between two patrol cars. And this time, he can't smash his way through the other cars. Hidden in the car, the cops find the proceeds of a second armed robbery. Both criminals were sentenced to a 9-year stretch. Pat Knight and his colleague Carl Lewis are on the trail of two guys suspected of shoplifting.
Tango Victor 3-2, talk through PC Lewis, please. Yeah, they're out the front door towards the traffic lights, towards the Foresters Arms. Slowly, nice and slowly.
You got any gear on you?
Just nice and slowly.
One man is carrying a bag full of expensive bedding. Still in their original packing, they're worth nearly £150 and don't look quite like these two guys' normal bedding. And both are exhibiting all the signs of drug use.
What are you on?
I'm alright, mate.
Well, you're on something stupid.
I'm alright.
What do you call name?
Oh, you can't take that off me. I need bedding, mate.
I know you need bedding.
No, you can't take it off me. There's nothing wrong with it, mate.
You've told me it's old and it's not, it's brand new.
Yeah,
Okay, you told me... Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish, all right? You told me you bought it and then you said it was given to you. Let me finish, all right? It's brand new, still in its wrapper, still got the price tag on it, okay? I'll make inquiries where it's come from, okay? I'll give you a receipt for the property from Slough Police Station. We'll make inquiries, see where it came from, and if it's legitimate, then you can have it back.
Yeah, fair enough.
The other alternative, yes, listen, the other alternative is for me to arrest you and take you to the police station and do it that way. Right? Well, I'll send you a receipt there and you can have it within 6 weeks.
That Coles, I stopped him yesterday with this matey boy, and no trace on either. I thought, I ain't fucking having that.
But there seems to be some question about the real identity of the suspects.
I can't believe it. I told him my date of birth, my name, where I'm living. Exactly what I told you.
No, you've missed it up a little bit.
I haven't at all. I haven't.
Come out with your real details.
That is my details.
What I'm going to do is take you back to the car and pop you in the motor, all right?
In the motor, you know?
Right, then I'm going to check him out. If it all checks out, mate, you'll be on your way, wouldn't you?
Pat paid a visit to the shop where the sheets came from, and the manageress confirms they've been stolen earlier in the day. The other guy was let go, but it wasn't long before he turned up again.
There's somebody running up there, but what description have we got?
Just 10 days later, Pat and Carl join the hunt for a stolen car.
10-7, your last date. Yeah, 3073.
It's been pursued and crashed into a garage. By the time they get to the scene, a police dog has nicked one of the car's occupants, who looks familiar but has a different name.
Changes every time.
What's your real name?
This time, he's even been for a swim trying to get away from the dog.
What are you on about? I just jumped in the fucking river, haven't I?
What did you jump in the river for, then?
I don't know how you're right.
Pat remarks on the state of the police car.
Also, I'd like to point out the front of your van's damaged. Nice. Yeah, just for information, the
police have a huge problem with suspects who give false names and addresses. It's difficult and very time-consuming to check. This guy, though, no matter what name he gives, is fast running out of aliases.
Just bombed a bag of heroin or something.
Look who's scrapping in Slough High Street with Pete Lomas.
Right on his tongue.
What have you just swallowed? What have you just swallowed? What have you just swallowed?
I've got the hood all right.
What have you just swallowed?
The hood.
There you go.
Pete puts his fingers down the guy's throat to try and retrieve the drugs and gets bitten.
Shit. He's got the fingers. Has he got it? Have you got it?
I don't know.
Have you got it?
I don't think so. Open your hand.
Amazingly, the guy manages to get the drugs out of his mouth and down the back of his trousers while Pete and Carl sit on him. But it hadn't gone unnoticed.
Okay, under arrest, suspicious possession of a controlled substance, okay? You don't have to say anything but make arm of defence. If you don't mention when questioned, send to the Slough and cut. Anything you do say may be given evidence to the
I want to get him
stand.
behind his back.
And you're also under arrest for assaulting a police officer. Do you understand?
Get him over, Pete, on his back.
I was trying to see what's got in his gob.
Nothing.
He just had his hand down his pants, so...
Oh.
Have you got the drugs?
I can't, at the moment, I can't see.
What's that there? What's that there?
That's what it means. He just had his hands down his pants.
Yeah, there's a rock, a big rock.
Yeah, I saw it, but I don't know where it's gone. Open your hand.
Carl's right. As the two cops focus on one arm, the suspect's other hand is busy down the back of his trousers.
Suspicious possession of a controlled substance, okay? You don't have to say anything but make arm of defence. If you don't mention when questioned, send to the Slough and cut. Anything you do say may be given evidence to
I
the
want to get him
stand.
behind his back.
And you're also under arrest for assaulting a police officer. Right, don't grab his trousers. He needs someone in the back with him. He's got He's just bombed a crack at a big rock, a crack. Yeah. All right. I'm back with him.
Do
Yeah.
you want to sit with him, Pete? And I'll
The ambulance is coming for me, mate.
Yeah.
He fucking bit my finger off the twat.
You was whipping my mouth and fucking putting my mouth over.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He needs watching because
Excuse me, mate, you want to just keep back?
he has stuck something down his.
I ain't got nothing.
Well, as I went to him, he had a big crack of big rock of crack in his hand. He tried to swallow it. No.
Back at the station, a strip search came up trumps.
It looks like a rock of either heroin or crack cocaine. It's what he had in his mouth, and he went on the floor, managed to get in his hand. As we strip searched him, it's fallen out of his nether regions. So he's obviously detainable now. So at least we've got him for that now. Bargain. Open your hand! Open your hand! Open your hand! Okay, under arrest, that's piece of possession.
The one-man crime wave bit off more than he could chew when he came to Slough. As the suspect was a known intravenous drug user, Pete Lomas underwent emergency age treatment with a tough regime of 11 drugs a day for 28 days. Coming up in part 2, the world's most painful arrest. And bikers behaving badly. In part 2, the world's most painful arrest. Mad bikers and other road madness. In Britain, coppers are taught to be hands-on. But in the USA, officers wouldn't be caught dead putting their hands down a suspect's throat.
Because you guys give these pussy-ass tests.
Okay.
All right?
Uh-huh.
You do. Give these pussy-ass tests.
All right. So go ahead and turn around, place your hands behind
They
your
have a
back.
different set of tools for arresting people. Like tasers, electronic stun guns that shock people into submission.
I can do my test. I'm going to place you under arrest, okay?
Post to you out of.
I've already told you, I'm out of Circle Road Post.
We're not doing it.
All right, sir.
No, we're not doing it.
Okay.
Officer, don't. Look, I just got goddamn it.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Don't fuck with me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Don't fuck
Sir,
with me.
I said put your hands behind your back.
You're not going to arrest me, motherfucker.
Sir, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
The stun gun shoots a barbed needle attached to a wire into the drunk's back, sending 50,000 volts into him.
Sir, I'm going to do it again.
The taser has now been issued to UK cops.
Put your hands behind your back because you're going to get it again.
Why are you fucking...
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back or you're going to get it again.
Okay.
Put your lay on the ground. On the ground now. On the ground now.
No.
On the ground or you're getting it again.
Fuck it. I'm right here.
On the ground. On your stomach now.
No.
On your stomach. And I'm not going to tell you again. Put your arms out to the side. Put your arms out to the side. Now, put your hands behind your back or you're getting it again. Put your hands behind your back.
I can't.
Sir?
You fucking hammer me.
Now lay there. Don't move. Don't move.
Normally, it's only meant to be triggered once. This cop shocks the driver no less than 5 times.
Sir, I'm going to move in and handcuff you.
I
You've got one choice.
don't want handcuffs, okay?
You're going to have to get handcuffed. You have no choice. Now, if you don't comply, I will hit you again with the taser. Do you understand that? I'm going to do it again.
Don't do it!
Sir, put your hands behind your back because you're going to get it again.
Why are you fucking...
Put your lay on the ground. On the ground now. On the ground now. On your stomach. tell you again. You're now under arrest for DUI and resisting arrest.
I ain't got arrested. You fucking hammered me.
A motorcycle cop has spotted this youth riding on the pavement and stops to see what he's up to. As he does, the youth shoots off down the road. We reckon this could be one of the shortest bike pursuits in recorded history. What was he thinking of?
Oh, not your feet. Come here.
Spotted riding without his lid, the cops do a fast U-turn and swiftly catch up with this suspicious-looking biker. Worse, as he's pulled over, he changes his mind about coming clean. Maybe he's remembered he's on a nicked bike. His luck is running out. He stalls. He tries a push start. Fails. Dumps the bike. Runs off. Caught.
Yes, the right offer on the injury. The rider's got dark clothing on and a dark balaclava of it. And actually he's heading towards the centre of...
It's really difficult for the cops to get to grips with fleeing bikers. But if they can get the chopper onto the job, then it's a completely different story, with the chances of a clean getaway dramatically reduced. At times, it can take only a couple of minutes for the chopper to get above the action.
I'm not sure it's a pedestrianised bit...
Down below, the biker takes a shortcut down the pavement.
1024 offer on the gate. How far away are you? He's on the footpath, just back onto, coming out onto Derby Road, I believe, heading back out to Athena. Yeah, 1024, he's just gone onto the footpath, then back on the road. He's picked up speed now. Just passing the football ground? Yes, Broadway down towards town centre, past the football ground. Broadway now. Yeah, he's pulling up, he's abandoning it. Yeah. Balaclava's come off. He's just thrown it over the wall at the school. That's him on your left.
He runs for it in a foot chase straight out of train spotting, and he's nearly run over by a passing car.
He's just been involved in an accident with a car. He's running now. Oscar, tell me what road's that, tell me? I think it's Mayfield Avenue, back towards the centre. Yes, 1024, just double back. Still Mayfield. Direct me in, please. Yes, Tango Indy 5-1 is Mayfield Road, running back towards the town centre. Yeah, it looks like he's giving himself up.
But he's no long-distance runner. There's no escape, and officers make an easy arrest. The biker was sentenced to 6 months with a 12-month ban. Staffordshire police are in pursuit of this young biker with L plates on. Bikers are 33% more likely to be killed on the roads than motorists, for one simple reason: too many bikers take unnecessary risks. Last year, 605 bikers died, and over 26,000 were injured on Britain's roads. Over a third of these deaths were caused by excess speed.
Right into Wedgwood Avenue, over. Okay.
So this guy going like a lunatic, he's on an untaxed bike with no insurance and no licence. The cops have two choices: let him go and pick him up the next day, or put a stop to his stupid riding. They opt for the latter.
Doors open, there's on it. That window.
That window's gone.
Pat Knight and Carl Lewis have spotted someone breaking into a car in Slough, possibly the first ever car thief caught red-handed on camera.
Right, mate. What are you up to?
Huh?
What are you up to?
My mate's car.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you up to?
My mate's car, I'm just trying to bump it, that's all.
Just stand there, put your hands on the roof of the vehicle. Just spread your legs a little. Put hands on the roof and just spread your legs a little bit. Spread them.
I've got sharks in my pockets.
Yeah,
mate,
just relax.
All right.
It's all right, mate. There's
All right.
there.
Okay.
So whose vehicle is it?
It's just up there in a house with
Him? Right, slowly, that hand on the roof.
Unable to stand still and steaming like a horse, the thief's attitude is making Pat edgy, and he eases out his baton.
Keep the other hand on the roof.
Keep your hand up there, please.
Just one pocket at a time. Just turn your pockets
that's
out.
fine. Don't worry what it is, mate. Right, now your jeans pockets. Right, okay, now turn around.
Yeah.
Turn around, put your hands in your back pockets for me. Right, okay, lovely. Right, now just move away from the vehicle, all right? I think that's definitely dropped those, as we pulled up, he definitely dropped those 2 items into the footwell. Well, the rear quarter light's gone, which I should think he's probably used that to smash it with, and he was using the knife to try and get the ignition going on the vehicle. Found another pair of gloves, large screwdriver, and another registration number, which we'll have to do a check on.
Pat and Carl get on the phone for some info on the licence plates and the name that the suspect's given them.
Yes, sir. Can you do me vehicle check, please? Location is Chatfielder. It's all received. Thank you. That index number comes back to a Ford Sierra with a current owner from Englefield Green in Surrey, so don't know what the score is there.
Still worried, Pat spots the rear windows have been opened.
Are you trying to get out?
Yes, mate. Both windows are down.
He's going to cuff you. I'm arresting you on suspicion of being in possession of a controlled drug and also on suspicion of going equipped to steal. You didn't have to say anything. Well, that's... Let me sort it out.
I haven't got my dog.
There's something on that spoon.
Carl's just done a PNC check on him, and the computer's got him as being dead.
Everything sort of ties in.
Sorry?
Everything sort of ties in to who he is.
Yeah.
With,
He keeps going towards that door. Yeah,
Granddad's having a tattoo, self-done tattoo on his left arm. A B over a P.
Hey! Yeah, hey, pack it in.
One thing officers will not tolerate is spitting, especially when all the signs are that this thief is a drug addict.
Get off! Right, I'm not going to do it. Right, now get off.
Get your head down.
Right, that's it.
Get your head
I
down.
want you done for assault. Get off. Get off. I'm not going to do nothing.
Put the mat on his head, put the mat on his face. Put the mat on his face.
I'm not kids off. I'm not going to do nothing.
Ask for a van.
Right, I'm not going to do nothing. I swear I was fucking about.
Tango Victor 3-2.
In this car.
Watch what happens. Huh? You think it's funny now? You're going to lose your fucking job, you prick. Done it before and I'll do it again.
Will you?
Yeah.
Stop struggling.
And just calm down.
Get off my fucking job! Stop! Get off! You're just doing me in the fucking cage. I'm not fucking about! Right, that's it. I'm not going to do
You make that
nothing.
immediate, please.
Yeah? You punched me in the face.
You're dead right, I did.
Yeah, right. I didn't hit you, did I? Get off my fucking bone before I break yours. I'll tell you what, when these cuffs are off down that custody sergeant, you wait. You wait, I'm going to nut you one. Huh? Nut you one hard.
Tango Victor 3-2.
Get off my leg.
Yeah, gone ETA. This person's now trying to kick his way out the back of the car.
Really fucking hard. I'm sorry for everything I've done.
Right, keep your head down.
I'm not gonna...
He was later charged with going equipped to steal a motor vehicle and criminal damage. When they eventually identified him, they found he was wanted for failing to appear in court in Cambridge. But however mobile the thieves are, they're not as mobile as the traffic units.
He's a dirty minging git. All right.
The economic cost of road crashes in the UK is around £16 billion annually, and every death on the roads costs about £1 million, which is made up from police, ambulance, fire and hospital costs, along with lost time and income and the insurance claims. So anything that can be done to reduce the 3,500 deaths every year has huge benefits for society. A small van hits the central barrier. It's had a blowout to one of its rear tyres, which sent it spinning out of control. Luckily, only this vehicle was involved and no one was injured. But it does emphasise the need to look after your tyres, unlike the driver in the next clip. It only takes a curb kiss like this to damage your tyres enough to make you an accident waiting to happen. Carl and Pat are checking a driver in Slough who claims he's a minicab driver.
Okay, yeah, he did have one, but it's been executed for minor traffic matters.
Right, okay, so nothing at all?
No, nothing that we've received from the court.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay then.
Okay, bye-bye.
First, they check if he's wanted by the police.
There we are, son. Was there a warrant executed on you a short while ago? Were you wanted on warrant for not going to court?
Then there's the car.
When?
Dodgy tyres.
Okay, can you just reach across and get me a tax disc?
And the tax disc?
Yeah, all of them, please, yeah. No, that's it, just the discs. Don't need the holder, just the discs. Okay, no probs. Right, you haven't got a current tax at the moment then, have you? That one expired in September last year, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have any tax at the moment? Have you got any car tax at the moment?
Yeah, I know sometimes drive, yeah?
Yeah, but yes or no will do. Have you got any car tax?
No.
Insurance, perhaps?
Okay, have you got insurance?
No, insurance, I know.
Now, have you got insurance?
Yeah, I paper in the home, yeah, maybe.
You got, maybe? Right, I'll tell you what.
No, I got insurance company.
Right, okay, just give me a signature there and I'll explain what that's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, just there.
To get to the bottom of all this, Pat gives the driver a producer.
Okay, right. What I want you to do is take your certificate of insurance and your MOT certificate, which is your test certificate, to Slough Police Station.
Here, police station, Slough?
Slough. Okay, you'll be reported for that if you don't take them in. Now, the other problem you've got is you can't drive it with that big bulge in that tyre.
Okay, go home, yeah?
No, you can't drive it like this. You'll have to change the tyre.
Yeah, I changed the...
You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Wear your seatbelt, don't use your phone, change your tyre, and don't move it till you've changed it. You don't want to put your seatbelt on yet, do you? Because you've got to get out and change your tyre.
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
So you don't want to put your... because you've got to get out. You won't be able to...
I understand, yeah.
Well, why are you putting your seatbelt on then?
Sorry?
You can't move your car until you change your tyre. Okay? So get it all off the road, okay, and get the tyre changed. No, because you've got to jack it up, haven't you? Look. Can you see this big bulge in the tyre? Look. Can you see that? Come here. Can you see that? Run your finger along it, look. Can you see how bad that is?
Okay,
that's going to blow out. But you have to listen.
He's 7 days to show all his documents, but he still has to sort out that bulging tyre.
Excellent.
Taxi? Anyone? Some people are accidents waiting to happen, just like this desperate driver. Caught on camera at the end of the pursuit, the fleeing car's rear tyre has been trashed when it hit a curb. And while it's sort of possible to drive in a straight line with 3 tyres, the game's up when you have to steer, like on a roundabout. He's on his toes because the police want to talk to him about disqualified driving, no insurance, and the small matter of a car theft. He didn't get far.
Yes, we'll give now. Straight on.
Grant Thomas and Jamie Gilson spot a suspicious car in Bracknell and go after it. But they didn't expect it to go via the local park.
Bastard.
At speeds reaching 50.
Off Virtual Road, Golf 103, Sierra Yankee.
Luckily, there weren't too many people around on the paths. There are guidelines which give advice to officers about whether to start a pursuit or not. The end result has to be to end the pursuit safely, with no members of the public being put at risk.
Move out of the way, Jimmy, please.
The car screams through this junction at insane speed, leaving a cloud of tyre smoke hanging in the air.
Left. Let's go, Grant, it's up there. Is that the TA? Jimmy, can you sort the TA out on the junction, please?
They found the car soon afterwards parked up outside a nearby tower block. A member of the public saw the driver dump the car and the police picked up a suspect in a post office. He was already banned from driving and had failed to turn up for court.
I've got a vehicle off the road, Virtual Road, off.
And as further proof, officers found that parts of the car tyres were nearly bald.
We are now Naseby Road.
The driver was sentenced to 18 weeks in prison and disqualified from driving for 12 months. Look at the tyre marks which left some serious rubber on the road. The stolen cars also clipped the white van. How it avoided crashing out here is amazing.
Bastard.
Coming up in part 3, more pain, doggy stories and verbal abuse. In part 3, drunks behaving badly, and sheep, lots of them. Some drunk drivers almost advertise the fact that they're driving illegally. This driver has driven over the curb and had got out to check his tyre was okay. The tyre was fine, but he wasn't.
What the? Why don't you stand up for me? You got a driver's license on you? Stay back out over this way. You got a driver's license on you?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay.
I run up on this damn thing here.
You just drive over the curb there?
Yeah.
This happened just now?
Just right now.
Okay. Tell you what, let me read something to you here. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can well be used against you in court.
The drunk tries to play an amazing get out of jail free card and claims to be a secret agent.
I'm working on the same side of the street you are, man.
Okay.
You're CIA.
You're CIA. You got any ID on you?
Well, hell no.
Mr. He works for the CIA.
Do you really? Which branch? Let's
Mr.
Ask Mr. Green. He knows all about it.
Okay.
He's qualified.
Do you know your ABCs?
I know where I was born. I'm a citizen.
Okay, but do you know your ABCs?
C, X, Y, stuff like that.
Yeah. Can you say them through for me? M-N-O-D-E. Can you start at the beginning? Okay. Yes, sir. Can you do this? Watch what I do, and I want you to do it, okay? You thumb the little finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you do that?
Dirty.
Oh, golly, they aren't.
They sure are.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
I tell you what, can you just stand with your feet together?
You bet.
Can you? Why don't you try that for me?
I can do this.
That's all you do?
I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good enough. Turn around and put your hands on the truck for me.
Come on, man.
Okay, gotta go. Come on. Turn around and put your hands on the truck.
Please, officer, let's go to Mr. Dring's.
Mr. Dring knows me. And that martial arts bullshit will get you in a world of hurt right now.
Officers get used to any number of lame excuses and ploys. This one was a classic, especially as the CIA headquarters was nearby.
And that martial arts bullshit will get you in a world of hurt right now.
The Ohio State Police didn't expect that this drunk would drive off, with them attached. Penalties have been made more severe as most people have got the message that drink driving is socially unacceptable. Getting prosecuted now carries a maximum penalty of 10 years imprisonment and a disqualification of at least 2 years. The drunk lost control and trashed his car and himself. It's a nerve-wracking moment. You've been pulled and you're pissed, but you have to seem to be cool. Ouch! Mind your fingers!
You have a seat there in the front, okay?
Yeah.
When the officer stopped this driver, he wasn't sure if she was drunk or not. Until she shut her hand in the door, that is.
You have a seat there in the front, okay?
Yeah.
Your fingers all right? All right, you just leave your fingers in the door. You okay?
I'm nervous, sorry.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
She badly fails the Ohio Highway Patrol roadside test and is arrested. Faversham in Reading. It's late and Grant and Jamie have caught up with this motorist driving erratically all over the road. They think he's drunk, but when asked to pull over, he hits the gas. Since 1979, fatalities involving a driver over the limit have fallen from 1,680 to 520. One reason for this fall is the Drink Drive campaign that has run each year since 1976. But this driver has ignored the message, speeding through a red light and almost smashing into a turning car.
Towards Reading Bridge. Approaching red traffic light.
Is that Volvo from earlier?
1597, leave Alpha Alpha. Vehicle is smoking.
By constantly repeating the message, don't drink and drive, and by pushing up the fines and sentencing, the message has got through. The next target is speeding.
Yes, Roger, George, face the outside.
His car's almost had it, and the end is near.
We've now got sparks coming from the vehicle. Say, left, St. John's Road. Roger, left in St. John's Road.
The Volvo engine blows up. The driver's too drunk to even stagger away and just sits there before he's nicked. The driver was sentenced to 24 months community service and disqualified for 2 years for dangerous and drunk driving. A search of the car revealed the drunk's dog sitting on the back seat. This isn't the walk that the dog thought it was going to get.
Roger.
Dogs like this are a common enough sight, but in reality, they are putting the driver at risk. An unrestrained dog can be turned into a canine cannonball in a sudden stop, increasing the chance of injury to occupants, not to mention the dog. But it's not only dogs you have to watch out for on the roads. In many parts of the countryside, deer can be a hazard. Here we have a kamikaze crow which gives the officers a shock.
Oh, yeah. That's a big black dead bird. It's on you for you. Oh no, it has to get too quick.
The stunned bird hopped off as officers went back to see what had happened to it. The old crow didn't want to be nicked for dangerous flying. Traffic police are constantly coming across the unexpected. Makes a change from rounding up car thieves. Officers get hardened to being verbally abused. Sometimes they ignore it, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, I've seen you that I want to speak to, that's what I've seen, alright? I don't know, if you pull over I'll get it, alright? Thank you.
Oh, you Mr. Constable, get your hands off me. Get your hands off. What's the problem?
I've got your driving licence, mate.
Up yours.
You've got a driving licence on you?
Not on me, no. Yeah, I have actually.
Have a quick look then, please.
Have a good look.
I will have a good look.
Scotty!
Lose the attitude problem.
I'm a prince, mate. I will bring you down. Do you understand?
Well, calm yourself down.
Rate my number through, and I will bring you down. I'll sue you, mate. Right, I'm 31 years old.
You may be royalty, but he still needs a tax disc.
Listen, look at the tax disc. It's been altered there.
Well, I bought the car. You phone the people, mate.
I'm what?
You phone the original proprietor to this.
I'm not your mate. Stop calling me your mate, because I'm not your mate.
Okay? You're central. What can you do about me shouting? I'm 31 years old.
Yeah, and your behaviour is disorderly.
So are you.
Maybe give it in. Okay. Sorry?
Fraudulent use, is it?
I think you're right, but yes.
I think it's not it's not me though, is it? I bought the car 2 weeks ago.
If you don't stop shouting, mate, I'll arrest you.
No, you're not going anywhere until we finish dealing with you.
Get your hands off me, you not.
You speak to me like that one more time, or the rest of public order offence. Do you understand?
Who are you then?
Do you understand?
2747.
Do you understand?
Who are you then?
I will nick you for a public order offence.
What is a public order offence?
Keep it down. You swear one more time. That is your one and only warning.
What did I say?
Do you understand?
What did I say?
Do you understand?
What did I say?
Swear one more time. That is
What
your
did I
warning.
say? Explain what I said. Come on.
Have you had a drink at all today, have you?
I've had one.
Have you?
Yeah.
One drink or what?
Stella.
Yeah, well, we're going to breathalyse you then, okay?
Go on,
Right, I'll get them.
There's
Yeah.
an embedded console.
Do you know the legal limit then? 35 micrograms
Take a deep breath in and blow it one continuous breath until I tell you to stop blowing, please. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep going, that's fine, it's analysing it now. When the orange light goes out and extinguishes, that will give me a reading on the top, okay?
Yeah, I've had 1 pint, mate. I think you're committing an act of treason, mate.
Am I?
Do you know you've been harassing me for £3.5 million worth of car crime?
I've never met you in my life.
£3.5 million worth of car crime. No, one of your squaddies, mate.
Right, well,
that's
there
all
you
you
go.
are, as a
Well, it's
civilian
not me, is it?
policeman. I'm a king, and I'm going to show you what it is
Okay.
like to have power at your hands.
Okay. King Darren, do you have insurance to drive this vehicle? Darren, I
Keep
believe what
going
you
for
say.
car insurance, but you're jeopardising my life, speeding after me and chasing me around.
Right, okay, what is your home address, Darren?
Despite his noisy protest, the King of Jamaica's breath test was negative, and his tax disc was valid.
On Prince Jack. You're blowing secrets, mate.
You're on the phone.
You're blowing secrets.
You're on the phone.
You're causing trouble around the world.
Okay, I am reporting you at this moment in
Because you
time.
put tax against the last car. It's not this car. I changed my car. I had an Astra last time.
So what you're saying to me, that tax is from another car?
No, that tax was with this car. How do
I'll
you
send
know
you
that that's been
taxes.
altered anyway?
If it proves to come from that car, I will bring it back to you, okay?
When are you going to bring it back then, mate?
When I finish
But
my
it does,
investigation.
mate. You can do it over the phone. You've got all the knowledge there now. Let's see you work with it.
That's quite entertaining in the end, wasn't it? Fucking idiot.
Constable, you're blowing secrets, mate. Mate, you're causing trouble around the world. Scotty, what did I say?
Do you understand?
What did I say?